first conditional that we have discussed a bit before we have a short break. A real conditional or first conditional. So you can see the form here. You see, this is if clause or adverb clause of conditions. You can call adverb clause of condition. Plus with the main clause. This is main clause or independent clause. See, yeah, will, I, won't. Yeah, will or won't do. Okay. So this show the result in the future of a real situation with possible, see, or likely result. Let's say if you eat all the ice cream, you'll be sick. You see, it's a possible, yeah, likely result. Not exactly, yeah, in the future. So you just want real conditional. Another point, other variants. See, other variants. If can also be followed by can or can't. Present perfect to emphasize completions. Be going to. Present continuous with future meaning. So you can use, can, can in if clause to see here, or present perfect when you want to focus on the complete, complete action. Let's say if you can't answer exercise 1, you won't be able to do exercise 2. So you can talk about ability. They are linked. Okay, they are linked. So at least you can do exercise 1 first, then you can continue your exercise 2. The second one, you use present perfect. See, you use present perfect in if clause to emphasize the complete action. If you have finished washing the floor, I'll have you clean the kitchen. You see, after you finish or after you complete washing the floor, then I'll have you clean the kitchen. Yeah, you focus on the complete action. The meaning in the future, see, if you are going to buy a car, I'll lend you some of the money. See, you can use be going to plus infinitive by, yeah. So to focus about the future meaning. Another important point, you can use present continuous here. This one is a present continuous. See, if you are going to to the shop, I'll come with you. So you use present continuous to focus on the activity is continuing now. But here the meaning is in the future. You see, the near future. If you are going to the shops, I'll come with you. Yeah, like arrangement, future arrangement. Yeah. So this is how you can use, in a if clause. Okay? In if clause in first conditional. Okay, first conditional. Okay. With regard to the second clause, can, contain, could, request. See, in main clause, can't, we use for request, be able to, can, going to, imperative. When you mean imperative, the sentence without subject, right? Imperative sentence. Let's say, close the door, please. You see, close the door, please, we cover one imperative sentence. Because this sentence begin without subject, only the verb. And which one is the subject? Is you. Close the door, please. Open your mouth, please. Okay, open your mouth. Dương đừng ngại. Cô đây lớn mà. Mọi người mới về rồi kể. Yeah. Đêm nay để đang quay đi bác nè. Đặt đại con như thế nè. Cô vui tới anh đi lùa lõ hơi kế dạ kế. Anh đang ngay vậy kế. So this is an imperative sentence. Imperative sentence is a command sentence. By using only what I want, verb. Speak it out. Shut up. You see, close the door, please. This type of sentence we call what I want imperative sentence. So actually, we can use imperative sentence with the main clause. See, with the main clause. See here? Yeah, and then had better. Had better. We use had better for should, like should, to give advice. Could or might. You see? If I give you the money, could you get me some stamps? See, you use for request, the first one. Could you get me some stamps? If you have finished washing the floor, you can start cleaning the kitchens. Yeah, start. You can. Another possibility. Yeah. If it rained this afternoon, we are going to stay in and watch some DVD. You see, the future meaning. Yeah, we are going. Another one. If you are going to buy a car, make sure, there's no subject. Make sure you get it checked by a garage, you see. That's called imperative sentence. You see, without any subject at all before make. Make sure you get it checked by the garage. See, get it checked. what do we call this sentence? Get something done. What do we call get something done with? The meaning is like passive. Anybody know?
Get something done.
ផ្លេចឈ្មោះដៃគូខ្ញុំនេះដៃគូខ្ញុំឆ្លងឆ្លើយ present perfect continuous ហ៎តារីអូសធារាសធារាដៃគូខ្ញុំនេះដៃគូ present perfect ខ្ញុំអី perfect continuous can be formed as a passive verb ឥឡូវមកដល់នឹងទៀតអានេះន័យវាដូចជាអញ្ចឹង let's say I get my hair cut I got my hair cut yesterday. Do you think that I cut my hair by myself or I ask somebody to cut it for me? This is the structure you see that you use because causative sentence. The meaning just like a passive meaning. I get my homework done. When you say I got my homework done yesterday, you ask somebody to have you complete the homework. Be careful. Okay? So មិនឲ្យពួកម៉ាក់ជួយធ្វើ homework I got my homework done by yesterday ចាប់បាត់ហើយមិនធ្វើខ្លួនឯងទេមេរ៉ាឲ្យគេជួយធ្វើប្រយ័ត្នណាហ្នឹងឯងគេតែខុសសិទ្ធិអញ្ចឹងឯងដែរហ៊ីងយ៉ាអាហ្នឹងឯងអូខេឧទាហរណ៍ថាយើងអត់ចេះជួសជុលផ្ទះដំបូងផ្ទះ I got someone fix my house see yeah that's the meaning yeah fix my house yeah okay because causative yeah get something done yeah you can say get something done okay yeah make sure you get it checked by a garage checked in past participle yeah it's done okay another example if you are going to the shop you better take some money see you should take some money that better yeah ទៅហាងអត់យកលុយទៅមិនកើតយ៉ាពេលទៅហាងអត់យកលុយទៅមិនកើតយ៉ាស្រុកខ្មែរយើងមិនសូវអីទេស្រុកខ្មែរយើងនៅតែមានថ្ងៃមួយខ្ញុំដើរទៅ shopping នៅក្នុង supermarket របស់គេហ្នឹង New World ធំហ្នឹងមានកន្លែងច្រើនហើយល្បី New World នៅ New Zealand ហ្នឹងហាងហ្នឹងល្បីដូចជា Lucky អញ្ចឹងហើយខ្ញុំទៅដើរទៅបរោះម្នាក់ទាញ10ស្រានអាវ៉ាញ10ស្រានម្ដងគាត់យកម្ដងដាក់ក្នុងអាវគាត់ផ្លុកណាគាត់បិទនៅមុខខ្ញុំអាយើងទូជាងគេទូឆាយទូជាងប៉ុន្តែមុខខ្ញុំដាក់ផ្លុកទៅហើយដើរចេញរយទៅហើយដើរឲ្យខ្ញុំស្រែកមិនដើរទៅបាត់ចេញទៅរយទៅចេញមានอะไรឆែកលុយឯងចេញទៅមួយទៀតទៅចូលតែមានអ្នកខ្លះអត់លុយដល់ដាច់លុយមែនតើហើយពេលស្រុកគេក៏ស្រួលយ៉ាងអត់លុយហ្នឹងអ្នកខ្លះគាត់គួយតាមលើដាក់នេះទៅគីឡូឬបោះមកកាប់ពីកៅអីទៅតែបើយើងសុំជៀនយកហ្មងយើងមកដល់ចូលក្នុងតម្ៅវិញតាំងពីនេះផ្លូវចូលរហូតដល់ឡើងទៅដល់ម៉ៅអីខែបុណ្យទានម្ដងអីដូចពិបាកវេទនាដើរលេងណាយើងញ៉ាំទៅយើងពួកគាត់នោះគឺមិនសូវបានញ៉ាំគ្រប់គ្រាន់ទេយើងមានអារម្មណ៍ថាយ៉ា Okay another example you can use could be you see could be possibility here you see if Cole score now that could be the end of the match see could be possibility yeah you can use could see so this you see this modal verb and modal like expression can be used we can call modal like expression you see like be able to be going to had better we call modal like expressionអាហ្នឹងគេហៅថា modal like expression នៅក្នុងភាសា grammar had better meaning should be going to yeah វាមិនមែនជា modal ចប់អាហ្នឹងហើយ yeah okay យើងឲ្យប្រើនៅក្នុង main clause នេះគេ main clause វិញនេះ main clause នេះ could you get me some step this main clause and all this side we call what one we call if clause or we call adverb clause of condition see adverb clause of condition yeah another one future result if clauses with will you see we use if you will in if clause if you start study English in elementary school intermediate level probably will cannot be used in if clause right but in this case will can be used in if clause but when you use will in if clause there is the purpose there's a meaning another meaning chẳng là bây giờ có riêng cho thua dương về lại mình chẳng ai điên bị intermediate nữa thì prap thao viên nó mặt prap được trong e-class thế đâu mà đòi advance cái ai dương prap cái viên được trong e-class con tai về miền này. What is the meaning when you use will in e-class? You see the first meaning. Look at here one place. Okay, there are some if sentences that describe the possible result of an offer. See, result of an offer. In these sentences, will is used in the if clause. You see, when you mean the possible result of an offer, you can use with if clause. You see here, I'll talk to your teacher if that will stop you worrying so much. You see, you can use with if clause. But with some other textbook, we might say that will cannot be used in if clause. But you can use in if clause when you refer to the possible result. You see, possible result. Yeah. Okay. If that will stop you worrying you. You see, very interesting. This is the first meaning. Okay. Again, one. So you can use will in if clause to describe a possible result of an offer. See will here. Look at will here. This is will. I'll talk to your teacher if that will stop. See, will stop you worrying so much. This is the first point. Second point, in some if sentences, if is followed by emphasis will, meaning insist on. You know insist on what? To insist on. To urge. You know insist, to do. We are the do nhưng chúng run nhau thưa, to do. Insist on to urge. Nhé, anh đang ai những ai pra, từ đây việc. Cho mình đây việc nhé. Or another meaning bold, negative meaning refuse. You refuse too. Look at the first example. If you will wear such thin clothes, of course you will feel cold. You see, insist. But nếu tập bé ảnh này, if you will wear such thin clothes, of course you will feel cold. So the first meaning refer to what insist on. Và sân bài này ai nếu là tôi bé chẳng á, và nếu là che nó biết là che ham chẳng đi đã. Này bà cậu ai này là che chẳng á, cậu ai này là che chẳng á, nè đang nhớ. Cậu ai như on này thế nhớ nhé, chẳng phải luôn. Cậu ai này là che như trong nghĩa là con, nhà con cũng như con, riêng con, còn mà tham sinh tới càng khẽ phải cầm mặt hai con nhé. Okay, ôi cái gì, yeah. Anh grammar riêng thong xa mình sẽ bài vậy mà chắc ở đây xong ngồi đen ngồi bao nha rồi giờ lẹ cái này coi nó đen dữ lá lẹ sao quanh lẹ cái này nhớ nè thì rất nha để bánh cho na này nó thì nó chặt khô mưa kia này nhá ở đây là bị băng xuống lọ mưa đây đi thì nó có khóc chúng đang mưa được hẳn tu sắp thôi cái này bên tu sắp đã cam bất phở tu sắp cũng nếuจะฉับคนจึงผมกินเลยใช่คุยกับเพื่อนอะไร Okay, so the first meaning is the meaning insist on. You see, if you will wear such thin clothes, of course you will feel cold. Yeah, but nơi tập bé mình sẽ che nơi tập bé nó bị che hết. Yeah. Sọc New Zealand đôi chân tới Wellington giống như lát tới nhà cái áo như tôi cháo nè. Tôi đã từng vali tới bị tình bị Khmer tới. Rồi bây giờ nó vẽ bên trời này nào. Vẽ trời đây. Áo đừng nghĩ là sọc Khmer với vẽ này trời đồng mòn dương à. Tôi bây giờ đó cũng nó vẽ trời. Vẽ trời là nghe rồi nè. Chân tới nhà cái áo nó cho cá thì lại bì rồi, bầy rồi. New Zealand lại là Kathmandu rồi mà brand Kathmandu. Ở miền mà nó vô mà Kathmandu có bố nhưng có bố bầy chương Kathmandu đúng không? Bố Kathmandu. Dù mới nó đi bỏ tông ở bên bố Kathmandu như cả áo nghĩ đúng mà nó đi bay rồi đi khảo bẹt đào. Tại tinh bẹt rồi men á. Oh, very comfortable. Yeah. Và tinh kiểu ai số Khmer tới miền Nam bẹt nghĩa là tròn. Thì đặc biệt nhóm đào cho bây giờ lá với mà lọ mừng cục liêm hồng. Chị ăn là xong chị ạ. Hay cái báo Hitler họ đâu nhỉ? Slide đã Hitler out thì trong library này nó lên bài tập thôi Hitler cái báo gọi là mà em. Okay. Another example when you use bold meaning refuse to refuse, no refuse, yeah. If you won't listen to common sense, there is no point my talking to you. You see? Yeah. If you won't listen to my common sense, there is no point my talking to you. Vì ông mà giáo như vậy, họ snap từ đã như vậy đấy. Còn này ai nhớ chỉ chơi mình stop tất cả phải vậy làm giàu vậy cái nhé anh tình này nó lôi đó mà dùng sẽ yeah yeah if you won't listen to common sense there is nothing yeah very interesting you see there's no point my talking to you đừng miêu giáo vậy tình vậy ban ca ấy bây giờ người ta vậy ban ca ấy đấy yeah nhé lại đừng so this is the way that you can use will in if clause mainly we do not use will in if clause but remember when you use will in if clause there's a meaning the first meaning it is about what one possible result of an offer you see the second meaning when you use will in if clause you mean in this art and when you use will not or won't you mean refuse to you see if you won't listen to common sense there's no point my talking to you another point if can be followed by will and would as a polite request form you see so we can use will or would here you know to refer to the polite request form for example if you'll just wait here I'll tell Mr. Brown that you have arrived you see so we use will here to refer to the polite request or you can use would here for polite request too if you would just fill in this form I'll check the details you see there are two ways that you can use will or would in if clause to refer to the polite request yeah if you will fill this form I'll check the detail for you you see that is the polite request when I'm bây giờ năng tất cho mình chui check out yeah chui check out chẳng nè yeah chứសំខាន់ណាហ្នឹងគឺការប្រើប្រាស់ឃើញទេ more advanced ទៅប្រើប្រាស់ញ៉ៃញ៉ៃពេញហ្នឹងដល់ពេលខ្ញុំនិយាយនៅ elementary ដូចមិនអញ្ចឹងទេ elementary និង advanced គឺ totally different អញ្ចឹងណា yeah totally different អញ្ចឹងណាសំខាន់នេះ yeah yeah more advanced copy elementary okay another one another conditional we call unreal conditions or second conditional second conditional we use for the unreal present time so they show the result which would follow from an imaginary situation see imaginary situation with impossible or unlikely results see imaginary situation ការសម្មើសម័យអូប្រសិនបើខ្ញុំឈ្នះលុយមានអ្នកខ្លះគាត់និយាយអូបើសិនបើខ្ញុំមានលុយ$100 លានណាខ្ញុំនឹងឆែកសុខភាពមុនហើយមិនឆែកសុខភាពព្រោះខ្លាចឈឺងាប់ឈ្មោះដោយសារលុយវាលុយច្រើនពេកចេះតែក៏មានកំណត់ចឹងវិញណាអូខេយ៉ាងហ្នឹងអង្គុយបើសិនណាអង្គុយបើសិនណាអូខេអូបើសិនជាខ្ញុំដឹងអានេះខ្ញុំនឹងព្យាយាមហ្មងណាអូខេចាអង្គុយគិតអង្គុយសម័យអ្នកខ្លះអូបើសិនជាខ្ញុំជាប្រពន្ធនាយករដ្ឋមន្ត្រីវិញអូណាលីដាអានេះ do not imagine okay do not have a daydream we say daydream អ្នកខ្លះអង្គុយ daydream មកខ្ញុំនិយាយមែនណាសម័យដល់អត់ធ្វើ do not take any action បើយើងអត់អានអត់អីយើងអត់ទៅណាទេខ្ញុំកុំ daydream អា daydream ហ្នឹងគឺសម្រាប់ណាដូចជា Hinduism ណាហើយនឹង Buddhism អញ្ចឹងពុទ្ធសាសនាហើយនឹងសាសនាព្រាហ្មណ៍អញ្ចឹងអង្គុយសម័យពេលខ្លះទៅអត់អ្នកខ្លះអត់យល់ពីសច្ចៈរបស់ពុទ្ធសាសនាច្បាស់លាស់ហើយដល់ពេលយើងអង្គុយសម័យអាហ្នឹងឯងចាវាផលិតដល់យន្តហោះគេបាញ់កំជ្រួចបាញ់យកបាញ់ឡើងអត់នេះមើលនៅអ៊ីស្រាអែលណាឯងនឹងស្អីណាពេលឃើញធ្វើយន្តហោះឆ្លងពីទ្វីបមួយទៅទ្វីបមួយហើយឯងនឹងស្អីនៅកន្លែងអីដើរកំបាំងតាមព្រៃទៀតអីសល់អីមិនថាយើងងើបបន្តនិយាយទេកន្លែងហ្នឹងណាយ៉ាវាយហងអូខេយ៉ានៅកន្លែងនេះif the earth didn't have a moon see if the earth didn't have a moon there wouldn't be any tides you know tides is one there's no any tides វាអត់មានទឹកជោទឹកនាយទេបើអត់មានប្រច័ណ្ឌនៅក្នុងនេះទៅលេខសមុទ្រដឹងហើយទឹកជោកណាទឹកនាយនៅពេលណាចឹងគេចាប់ក្តាមទៅទឹកនាយគេចាប់ក្តាមតែព្រោះទឹកបញ្ចុះនាយទឹកជោវាឡើងទឹកជើទឹកនាយអញ្ចឹងណាទឹកនាយទឹកក្តាមវានៅក្នុងរុនគេអាចចាប់បានអាហ្នឹងអ្នកទៅលេខសមុទ្រពេលយប់អីឃើញទេអាហ្នឹងឯងអូខេ Could and might are often used instead of would as another modal. Yeah, normally we use might or could. Okay, in main clause. You see, in main clause here, you see. If we all work together, we could solve the problem faster. Yeah, two heads better than one head. เหมือนยังไง two heads better than one head ก็ប៉ុន្តែ two heads copy from each other not good អូខេដល់វាអាសាញមិនឲ្យធ្វើគេដល់វាឲ្យសិតធ្វើជាក្រុមអត់ដឹងនរណាចេះនរណាធ្វើទេហើយចាំអត់ដឹងនរណាធ្វើនរណាត្រូវទេនេះថារីអូធ្វើជាក្រុមខ្ញុំថ្ងៃហ្នឹងអាពូណាជួយធ្វើទីទៅអាសាញមិនដឹងទៅជួយគ្នាទៅមិនដាច់ជើងទៅណែអាមួយអត់ធ្វើបាត់ហើយក៏ប៉ុន្តែបើ individual ត្រូវធ្វើអានឹងហើយ individual សាច់យ៉ាខ្ញុំពេញចិត្តយ៉ា the follow up student មួយទៀតហ្នឹង okay look at this example I want this the difference between real and unreal may be a matter of speaker choice and context you see sometimes you might not say which one teacher I use is it first conditional or second conditional actually it depends on the context you see context or the choice of the speaker what does mean context where are you now let's say here look at the example here you see if you say if you buy a bike you'll get a lot better see the first one we call for conditional so when you use for conditional where are you now you are at a bike shop so you are really thinking of buying one and perhaps we are at the bike in the bike shop you see however when you use the second conditional you see if you bought a bike you would get what you would get a lot fitter we are only discussing possibility where are you now you are now at the restaurant you see here look at the context the first context you are in a bike shop however the second context you are at a restaurant so you are just thinking about the possibilities you see you use second conditional you got it one if you are in a bike shop you are thinking of buying a bike you use first conditional but if it is just a possibility you are at a restaurant you use second conditional so the speaker choice and context very important នេះសំខាន់ណាស់ในការប្រើប្រាស់ពីខ្លះទៅសួរខ្ញុំទៅប្រើមួយណា teacher យើងមើល context នេះសំខាន់គឺ context នៃការប្រើប្រាស់ព័ត៌មានវាយកគឺអញ្ចឹងរៀនទៅលើ context ហ្នឹងគេប្រើពាក្យមួយទៀតគេថា contextualization we do not learn grammar from this contextualization yeah using context okay everyone you got it so why do we use for conditional here because you are in a buy shop and why you use second conditional because just your imaginations and you are at a restaurant you think about the possibility of buying a bike yeah សុខមកយើងពេញនិយមឥឡូវជីកង់ចាដល់ពេល COVID ចឹងនៅជីកង់នេះណាខ្ញុំជីកង់នេះជីកូនកង់កូនខ្ញុំអាកង់តូចកូននោះជីលេងទៅហាត់ពេញទៅ okay any questions no ដល់ឥឡូវមើលឧទាហរណ៍មួយទៀត no what is conditional នេះយល់ណា okay ចាំមើលឡើងវិញណា so second conditional this is the second conditional one when you use second conditional you focus on imaginary situation in the present time yeah okay and another one we talk about past condition impossible past conditions or we call third conditional so this is the form of third conditional if plus perfect so in if clause you use perfect in main clause you use would plus perfect infinitive you see would plus perfect infinitive yeah passive would have been done you see yeah so this third conditional used for the result which would follow from imaginary past situation so it happened in the past which is unreal now unreal in the past unreal in the past as we cannot change the past you see we cannot change the past this is an impossible condition passive form are common normally you passive yeah let's say if the ship had more lifeboats, more passenger would have been saved. So what happened to the ship? The ship did not have more lifeboats. You know lifeboat one? Lifeboat is a small boat that they are attached to the big ships. Okay, so they didn't have enough lifeboats, and that's the reason a lot of passengers on the ship, pass away or die. What story one? What story? Thai? Titanic. Yeah, Titanic. You see? Titanic.
ใช่ใช่ไหม
ប្រសិនបើទូកនោះបើសិនបើទូកមានទូច្រើនណាអាចជួយសង្គ្រោះបានមានអត់មានសោះហើយមនុស្សមិនដែរស្លាប់អស់លីងស្លាប់បាត់វាស្លាប់បាត់ហ្នឹងហើយវាកើតឡើងនៅក្នុងអតីតកាលអានរៀលយើងប្រើផ្ទុយចឹងវិញ
ใช่ใช่
ព្រោះប្រសិនបើកប៉ាល់នឹងមានទូកតូចច្រើនណាហើយជាមនុស្សនឹងមិនងាប់ច្រើនទេប៉ុន្តែងាប់មកក្នុងនេះឯងឃើញទេ Imagine in the past with unreal in the past we use third conditional yeah easy peasy. Another example, if the ship hadn't hit an iceberg, you know an iceberg one, it wouldn't have sunk. Iceberg is iceberg is a big ice.
big eye
And sometimes you only see a very small thing underneath of the water is iceberg, but underneath of the water is a very big. When you say the COVID-19 pandemic is like an iceberg, what does it mean? It is a very serious disease. Yeah, we say this is just like an iceberg. Yeah, just like an iceberg. មានតែជំងឺនោះវាធ្ងន់ធ្ងរមើលទៅវាទូចក៏ប៉ុន្តែវាធ្ងន់ធ្ងរណាស់ចាដូចជំងឺហ្នឹងជំងឺយើងឥឡូវហ្នឹងចានេះអា COVID-19 យើងមើលទៅអត់ដឹងថានេះប៉ុន្តែឆ្លងសាហាវណាស់គឺថ្ងៃហ្នឹងឯងម្សិលមិញរត់ជន់ជើងយើងពេញនោះនៅប្រវត្តិខ្ញុំអត់យល់ពីកម្មករទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងដែរមិនដឹងថាគាត់នឹងទទួលអប់រំយ៉ាងម៉េចលឺតែអញ្ចឹងយើងរត់វាធ្វើមានការប៉ះពាល់ក្នុងតែមិនដឹងអ្នកណាអីហើយអ្នកទៅផ្ទះគុណទៀតណានាំមកទៅឲ្យបងប្អូនយើងដឹងថាបើមានហើយយើង check ទៅបើមានយើងព្យាបាលទៅហើយទៅបើគាត់ទៅផ្ទះហ្នឹងមិនបើនឹងច្រឡងបើថាគាត់មាន positive ទេមិនច្រឡងអូនគាត់អីបងប្អូនគាត់ហ្នឹងមិនទៅទៀតណាខ្ញុំមិនធ្វើលំបាកឲ្យគេឲ្យឯងអត់យល់ហ្មងហើយមើលវីដេអូហ្នឹងទៅដូចជាខ្វះការយល់ដឹងមែនតើរឿងនេះវាកើតឡើងនេះហើយវាខំផ្សព្វផ្សាយបណ្ណាបណ្ណៃអីយ៉ាសឹងតែមានម្នាក់ទៀតគាត់ថតវីដេអូនោះលបងថាអូចាប់ហើយតែប៉ុណ្្នឹងចាប់ហើយទៅតែបងប្អូនទៅប៉ុណ្្នឹងទៅហើយខ្ញុំមិនដឹងទៅដល់ណាដល់ណីទៀតទេយ៉ាតែនៅតែអញ្ចឹងស្រុកទេសយើងនឹងវាទៅហើយទៅធ្ងន់ធ្ងរអ្នកដែលពិបាកជាងគេគឺអ្នកក្រីក្រនឹងឯងអ្នកដែលគេថាសេដ្ឋកិច្ចក្រៅប្រព័ន្ធនឹងឯងវិទ្យានឹងឯងរោងចក្រក៏អញ្ចឹងដែរមានអីទេបិទរោងចក្រទៀតឯងតែខ្លួនឯងអ្នកពិបាកនឹងទៀតណាជានឹងវាធ្ងន់ធ្ងរមែនតើឃើញបរិបទភាសាប្រាជ្ញអញ្ចឹងគួរតែនេះទៅយើង check តាមដំណើរទៅឲ្យវាមានទៅតែស្តាទៅឲ្យវាជួយច្រើន
យកទៅចម្លងផ្ទះ
Okay yeah an iceberg yeah coming to the word iceberg អានឹង iceberg នោះផ្ទះនគរតែបើថាជំងឺគេថា this is just like an iceberg វាជំងឺនោះវាធំណាស់មើលទៅទូចទេក៏ប៉ុន្តែជំងឺនោះគឺវាខ្លាំងណាស់ហ្នឹងឯង Another example, if another ship had then arrived soon afterwards, then none of the passenger would have been saved. Yeah. បើសិនជាទូនេះមិនបានមកទាន់ពេលទេណាប្រហែលជាអ្នកចំនួនអ្នកដំណើរផ្សេងទៀតអាចត្រូវបានគេសង្គ្រោះវិញ negative meaning ណា Yeah. Okay, you can use could have or might have. See, could and might have are often used instead of would have. See, let's say if the ship had been traveling more slowly, it might have avoided the iceberg, yeah? Or it might have. បើសិនជាកប៉ាល់នឹងបើកយឺតណាហើយជាគាត់អាចគេចអាផ្ទាំងតកកនឹងបានចុះបើអាអ្នកបើកនឹងអាឡៃតែមើលគេនេះដែរអាឡៃតែមើលគេកំពុងតែនៅលើក្បាលទូអត់បានគិតទៅមើល iceberg នោះយេអាឡៃគេកំពុងស្នេហាគ្នាអញ្ចឹងយ៉ាប់គុណថាមិនម៉ាក៏នៅលើក្បាលទូនោះយ៉ាងអូខេទីខ្ញុំទៀតហ៎ដឹងអីហ៎ចាអត់ដឹងអីគឺបាបគេយ៉ាអើគេអានេះទៅដល់ពេលអញ្ចឹងតែគេឲ្យជួយកាន់ធ្វើផ្លូវទៅបុកអាស្អីស្ពានជួយជីវ៉ានឹងលុតទឹកសម្រាប់ខ្លួនឯងហ្នឹងទៅចាអូខេមានទឹកគិតស្អីណានៃច្រើនទៅមើលទៅគេហ្នឹងនេះអាហ្នឹងឯងគេហៅ third conditional អញ្ចឹង third conditional you see here in if clause we use past perfect, in main clause we use would, could, or might have. You see, in main clause. Another important thing that you need to know is about make conditional. How do you make conditional? This is make conditionals or make conditions. You see, we use if clause we use if clause with the second conditional, and if clause with the third conditional, and main clause with the second conditional. You see, that become make conditional. Yeah. If clause we use with what? If clause we use with third conditional, and then main clause we use with second conditional. So what is the meaning when you use like this? So use for an imagine or actual even in the past with a result in the present. For example, if she had worn her seat belt, she would still be alive. មានន័យថាម៉េចឥឡូវហ្នឹងអូបើសិនជាលើកមុនគាត់ពាក់អាស័យកវ៉ាត់ឥឡូវហ្នឹងគាត់កំពុងតែនៅអង្គុយជាមួយយើងឃើញទេបើសិនជាម្សិលមិញបើឧទាហរណ៍ណាម្សិលមិញបើគាត់ពាក់អាស័យកវ៉ាត់ណានេះឥឡូវគាត់នៅជាមួយយើងមិនដែរឥឡូវហ្នឹងស្លាប់បាត់ហ្នឹងឥឡូវហ្នឹងឃើញអត្ថន័យហ្នឹងទេចឹងវាចេះអត្ថន័យដោយសារអត់បានពាក់អាស័យកវ៉ាត់ម្សិលមិញអញ្ចឹងបានគាត់អត់ឃើញទេ The result happened in the past, affect the result in the present time. Happen in the past and affect the result in the present time. If she had put on her seatbelt, she would still be alive. ឥឡូវគាត់នៅរស់បានហើយឥឡូវមិនដែរស្លាប់បាត់អានឹងឯងយ៉ាអានេះអាចឲ្យឧទាហរណ៍ទៅ if I hadn't copied I would pass the exam ឃើញទេបើខ្ញុំមកលើកមុនបើខ្ញុំអត់គប់ពីខ្ញុំឥឡូវខ្ញុំប្រឡងជាប់នេះតែឥឡូវមិនដែរឥឡូវធ្លាក់បាត់ហើយអូខេឧទាហរណ៍ស្ដែងឃើញទេអត់ស្អាតលើកមុនប្រឡងអត់គប់ពីហ្នឹងឯងណាខ្ញុំលើកជាប់បាត់ឃើញទេតែឥឡូវមិនដែរ
เราធ្លាក់បាត់
បាត់ភាពមិនអញ្ចឹងទេអូខេនិយាយលេតើមិនធ្លាក់មិនជាប់វិញអត់ធ្លាក់ណាជាប់ខ្ញុំនឹងណាខ្លះទេអូខេ Another example, if you hadn't given me a leave, see, I would probably still be at the station ឃើញទេបើសិនបើអ្នកអត់ឲ្យខ្ញុំអត់ទៅយកខ្ញុំឥឡូវប្រហែលជាខ្ញុំកំពុងតែនៅណានៅស្ថានីយ៍ព្រេនអ៊ីនធឺណិតឃើញទេចុះឥឡូវណាឥឡូវដល់ផ្ទះបាត់ហើយពេលឥឡូវដល់ផ្ទះបាត់ហើយយល់ឡើងហ្នឹងណានេះគេហៅថា make conditional that you use if clause with third conditional and main clause with second conditional. So the action happened in the past, result in the present time. See? Another one. Another structure. Another make conditional. What is it one? You use if plus past simple plus would have done. You see? If with second conditional and then main clause used with third conditional. So use for a present state which has influenced past event. នេះគឺអ្វីដែលវាកើតឡើងឥឡូវនេះវាជាឥទ្ធិពលទៅអតីតកាលទៅវិញif you weren't so lazy you would have finished your work by now ណាយ៉ាបើសិនជាអត់ខ្ជិលឥឡូវណាអ្នកឯងធ្វើអាលំហាត់ពីមុននឹងចប់បាត់ហើយដោយសារអាខ្ជិលអញ្ចឹងបានអាលំហាត់ពីមុនធ្វើអត់ចប់ចំណងយល់ទេដោយសារអាខ្ជិលអញ្ចឹងបានអាលើកមុននឹងប្រឡងវាមិនជាប់ទេយល់ហ្នឹងអត់Okay. Yeah, you lot. If you weren't lazy,បើសិនឥឡូវមិនខ្ជិលអញ្ចឹងណា you would have passed the exam ញ៉ៃប្រឡងជាប់បាត់ហើយដោយសារខ្ជិលអញ្ចឹងមកប្រឡងវាជាប់ហើយលើមុនមកឧទាហរណ៍ចឹងមកឆាប់ចប់យល់ឡើងហ្នឹងណាអូបើសិនឯងមិនខ្ជិលអញ្ចឹងណា Yeah, you would have married her បើឯងមិនខ្ជិលអញ្ចឹងឯងបានរៀបការមួយនាងបាត់ហើយមិនដែររៀបការចោលបាត់ហើយដោយសារខ្ជិលអញ្ចឹងឃើញទេនេះអាហ្នឹងឃើញទេ present result affect the past events. Yeah, you see the structure different meaning. Be careful of one. Yeah. ចឹងតែហិចភាសាខ្ជិលអញ្ចឹងណាបានគេស្រឡាញ់ហ្នឹងណា sao chưa là lâu chắc là mãi đi chưa là lâu à chẳng bao khi mình giờ lạnh nữa nè đại lưới biết đừng ấy đại lưới gót đại mà yeah bởi trong riêng với nhà ấy lon cho mắt ra là sao chưa là chắc đại lưới đại lưới gót yeah đang ngay consequences you see yeah we say what about the current event affect the past result. Yeah, the current event affect the past result.
ហើយបាទ
Đi xuống thở ấy, đừng ai xuống thở á, không xuống sáp tiết, tầm phù giờ trong cho mình tầm. Okay, any comment, any question? Đi ho mình lại trả tiêu ho giống như vô bóng á, ông nên ọt vô lên vậy, đã tiêu. Đời xa chân vô lên vậy, ok. Sợ nhung bây giờ. Nên con thá. Nè là xa. Nhưng chưa nên nó mà đó khó nên nóរៀនអស់ហើយENG 101 102នឹងរៀនអស់ហើយហើយ101 102នឹងសិនតែ writing សិនតែប្រភេទ writing ទាំងអស់នេះបតកណាំងមនុស្សតាមម៉ាំងអូខេមនុស្សកម្មម៉ាំងណាដល់មិនរត់មកនេះគេទីឈោចេះតែនិយាយខ្ញុំទៅអស់ឲ្យគ្រូវិញអាចឹងដល់ពេលខ្ញុំថែមទៀតណាដោយសារអញ្ចឹងដោយសារឲ្យគ្រូទៅវិញអញ្ចឹងបានមកពីប្រសិទ្ធតែងក្តីរបស់គ្រូឥឡូវនោះវាអត់មានអីសោះអូខេ